My name is Charlie Parsons, and live and exclusive on DAZN, August 30th at the AO Arena, Misfits has one of its biggest nights yet. And who better to talk to than the man behind it all? Let's go straight into it.
Yes.
What a card that we've got announced here. We waited for a little minute. I saw your tweet. You were like, are we finally going to be able to announce it? We have. The feedback's been incredible. Just firstly, how excited are you to put it out there?
We were just waiting, bro. We were like, we have this absolutely incredible card just here waiting to be announced. And we just had to wait and wait and wait. But eventually, we let the people see it and they were gassed, bro. I was looking at Twitter, I was looking at Instagram, even on YouTube, I was looking, everyone's like, oh my God, Mr. 22 is here. The poster looks crazy. Everyone was just gassed. Just the card alone, like just looking at the poster, has got people going, whoa, this is a belter. Like this is something different.
You've had some real superstars fighting on Misfits, but the fact that you've got bona fide UFC legends wanting to fight on your promotional company, that's got to be a really cool feeling.
I'm buzzing. You got what? Luke Rockhold, you got Darren Till, and then, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but this fight, Tony Ferguson versus Soul Pappy, shut up, bro. Shut up! Bro, I'm gassed. Like, I think for me, especially for someone like Salt Pappy, who, and I think he's been posting a few Instagram videos of him just like dancing away, being like, I'm the guy that's gonna be fighting Tony Ferguson. Because look, Tony Ferguson is an absolute legend. He's beating a lot of people and he's a complete nut job. Let's be honest, he is mental. And in terms of like who could win the fight, I'm just there like, it's, for me, 50-50, and it's just got me excited because, Soul Pappy wins this is gonna take him to a completely different level. Even more than what he did, I think, on the first or one of the first Misfits. And then, if Tony Ferguson wins, like this is, again, a huge platform for him to just continue more and more fights. So, I mean, it's just exciting times for Misfits, and, to say this is what, Mrs. 22, I think we've done pretty well for ourselves.
You talk a little bit about Salt Pappy there. Is there an added pride in the amount of Misfits cards that he's been on, being built up to this point where I said, you were a guy that was working in the NHS, you were a chubby guy who uploaded dancing videos, now you're fighting a former UFC champion. That's pretty cool, but Misfits has allowed him to do that.
Yeah, we've been the platform that's allowed him and many other fighters to, do crazy things. And surely Soul Pappy's pinching himself daily. Like even as he trains and gets ready for the fight, like he must be like, what is my life? How have I got here?
Let's talk about the main event. Keeping with the mixed martial arts field, in the ring with boxing gloves. You have Darren Till, you have Luke Rockhold. They had their face off earlier. It's already heating up. Both guys don't like each other. Just how did this come apart? And another great fight for Darren Till, who's kind of a bit of a Misfits face now.
He's smashing it. Like, especially this year, man, he's been really doing well. And, against someone like Luke Rockhold, who was, itching to fight. He was hitting up mams like, bro, I'm ready, get me on. Like, and now we finally made it happen. And again, a very tough opponent for Darren Till. Again, it's gonna be close. You could argue that Darren is probably the favorite, especially because of his run, his form. He's in good nick right now. But Luke Rockhold is a tricky guy, man, and I think he's gonna make things a little difficult for Darren.
Something that I mentioned to Darren earlier when I was interviewing him was I feel like Misfits is perfect for people who were in the mixed martial arts field, because I said you've got to be a bit crazy to do any kind of discipline that involves getting elbowed or kicked or whatever. And all UFC fighters have these engaging, fantastic personalities. Bring that here with what you've got with Misfits, where you've got content creators, tables being thrown. It feels like the perfect blend into creating great cards.
It's the perfect fit. It's the perfect fit, and that's why so many are, hitting us up. We have the young audience that care, about what's going on with fighters, boxers, you know, MMA fighters, etc. So I think we're in a great space in terms of Misfits, and in terms of just the cards that we're producing and the events that we're making. I think it's just up and up and up for us. So yeah, exciting times.
Quickly on that main event, can
Yeah.
you predict it?
I think as a betting man, I would probably bet on Darren Till winning, but you never know.
We can't not mention Dylan Dennis,
Yes.
the first Misfits MMA fight.
Yeah.
How on earth is this going to work, JJ?
We've just put that in there like, it.
He's brilliant TV.
Yeah. No, you gotta give it to him, man. He definitely brings the eyes. But the fact that he's doing MMA in a boxing event, it's just ludicrous, and I love it, man.
But that's what Misfits is all about, right?
Welcome to Misfits.
Very quickly, we've got the return of Joey Essex. Well, I say the return, I feel like it's a return because he's been speaking about fighting for so long. Finally, he makes his Misfits debut. Just saw you guys meet there. Just how excited are you to have him as a star in this space?
I mean, we've been talking for ages. You know, this is the first time me meeting him, but like, I think it's just exciting for us as well to see him, you know, wanting to do his debut on Misfits. I think it's just the perfect place. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see what he's all about.
Well, this year is Misfits 22. I suppose just moving forward as a whole, you've accomplished some great things as a brand, and you've still, like we were talking about, you're attracting so much talent, whether that be from the creator space, whether that be from the combat sports space. What does the future look like for you? Is there any sort of things and hints that you can give us for shows moving forward? What more can we expect from Misfits?
I mean, I think in terms of Misfits, expect the unexpected. That is what Misfits is, and there's something exciting about that. Not knowing what to expect, but knowing it's gonna be amazing.
You got arrested recently. You yourself, the first thing you said was, "I'm a boxer," when they asked your profession.
Yeah.
So I'll sit here now as a fan, eagerly anticipating the return of yourself at some point. I know you've said to me before, it's got to be a big name, it's got to make sense. When you sit here now, how are your thoughts towards fighting? Do you have any names that you like out there? What's the thought right now?
I think the thought for me right now is making sure my hand is fixed. Surgery-wise, looking to do that soon. And once that's sorted, recovery time could be quite a while, depending on what the doctor says. But then hopefully start punching again, start getting back into it again, and then go from there. In terms of names, though, I mean, I've always said it, big names only. So when I do return, it's gonna be big.
Can you give us 3 names?
No.
That excited? Okay.
No.
Fair enough. We prodded and we tried. JJ, final message down the lens. What can the fans expect August the 30th, live and exclusive on DAZN?
August the 30th, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be crazy. We've got MMA, we've got boxing, we've got big main events, and we've got exciting fights. Be ready. From Darren Till, Luke Rockhold, Ferguson, Salt Pappy, Joey Essex. Bro, the list goes on. I want you to buy the pay-per-view and get ready for a massive event, because it's gonna be incredible and you're gonna be hooked from the top to the bottom.